One of the technologies of simplified cultivation is strip till. This name is the English term for strip cultivation, which assumes cultivating only a small part of the field where the seeds are sown. Generally, in the strip till system, only about 1/3 of the field's surface is cultivated. The remaining part is untouched. Moreover, there should be mulch on it. It can be post-harvest residues or properly managed cover crops. How to prepare the soil for strip till cultivation and which machines to use? You will find the answer in the further part of this video. The field for introducing strip cultivation technology should be properly prepared so that the applied simplifications in cultivation reach the place where they can deliver all the benefits they offer. One of the most important tasks is regulating the soil's pH level. It should be close to 6.5 pH. Such pH will increase its fertility and availability of nutrients. Equally important is determining the soil's macro element content and, if necessary, applying corrective fertilization to achieve an average content of NPK, i.e. nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Before starting strip cultivation, it's worth performing effective herbicide protection to combat perennial weeds, especially quackgrass and field thistle. The last issue is determining the optimal crop rotation, which reduces weed proliferation, diseases and pests. Crop rotation should include all plant groups: cereals, rapeseed, root crops, legumes with large seeds, corn, and if the farming system allows, also legumes with small seeds. The use of strip cultivation technology doesn't exclude post-harvest tillage treatments, which aim for shallow, usually up to 10 cm mixing of post-harvest residues with the soil. This treatment controls secondary weeds, accelerates the mineralization of post-harvest residues, and stimulates wheat and crop seeds to germinate. Germinated weeds can be partly controlled during subsequent mechanical treatments. This allows for reducing herbicides use and utilizing the potential of post-harvest residues as natural fertilizer. To cultivate after harvest and prepare the site for sowing in the strip till technology, you can use the speed cutter harrow. It is equipped with wavy discs with diameter of 440 mm, which allow adjusting the cultivation depth to amount of post-harvest residues remaining after the main crop harvest. Additionally, the discs cut the post-harvest residues remaining in the field. This is especially important in the cultivation of high stubble after rapeseed and corn harvested for grain. As an option, you can use a traditional 560 mm OFAS toothed disc, which is better suited for high stubble after corn. In the summer, during the intensification of fieldwork, a very important parameter is machine efficiency. The speed cutter harrow has significantly higher efficiency than the plow used in traditional cultivation. The speed cutter can operate at speeds of up to 20 km per hour. During a single pass, the harrow cuts crop residue and mixes them evenly and shallowly with the soil. Combo till has slightly different properties, as it can be used for shallow stubble cultivation, but it does not provide additional cutting of the residues left on the field's surface, but rather spreads them very well across the entire width of the cultivation. When using strip till cultivation technology, it is very important to properly and optimally manage crop residues. They should be well shredded and evenly spread over the field's surface. This will allow for efficient sowing without the risk of reduced quality due to localized straw accumulation. Corn tolerates simplifications in soil cultivation well, including strip till technology. However, after its harvest, especially for grain, high stubble remains, which requires very fine shredding and mixing with the soil. For cultivating high stubble and for optimal use of a single pass across the field, the company Rolmako recommends TurboCut or TurboCut Plus. These are machines mounted on the front 3-point hitch of a tractor, equipped respectively with 2 knife rollers or a roller with knives and wavy cutting discs. This combination allows for very fine shredding of crop residues, and it's crucial for limiting the occurrence of the European corn borer. The treatment using TurboCut or TurboCut Plus destroys the corn borer's overwintering sites. These machines are an alternative to the classic mulcher. Using the front 3-point hitch of a tractor allows for the attachment of another machine, such as a combo till cultivator or a speed cutter harrow, which perfectly mixes the shredded crop residues with the soil. This solution maximizes work efficiency and reduces the number of passes over the field. Well-conducted stubble cultivation using combo till or speed cutter causes numerous weed and volunteer crop emergencies. Their control before sowing in the strip till technology can be carried out by applying a non-selective herbicide containing the active ingredient glyphosate. However, in accordance with the principles of integrated pest management, weed control should first be carried out by non-chemical methods. A harrow like the Spring Expert fits perfectly into the strategy of mechanical weed control before sowing. The harrow can operate at speeds of up to 25 km per hour, which in combination with the optimal spacing of its tines allows for quick and environmentally safe elimination of weeds. Before sowing plants with a taproot and deep root system, deep cultivation is recommended. In traditional technology, a plow with a mold board is used for this purpose. In a simplified soil cultivation system, its function is taken over by a chisel plow, such as the Rolmako U624. The use of a chisel plow allows soil cultivation without turning it over, while maintaining the mixing and crushing of the cultivated layer. It eliminates the risk of creating a compacted plow layer and excessive accumulation of crop residues at the bottom of the furrow. A straw cushion limits water capillarity, and its decomposition under anaerobic conditions could be significantly limited and negatively affect crop plants. Let's move on to the summary. The key machine in this system is a strip till cultivator, which simultaneously tills, strips and sows. To fully utilize the potential of this system, additional tools are often used to help manage crop residues, control weeds, and deep loosen the soil. Supporting tools for strip till cultivation, such as disc harrows, mulch harrows, chisel plows, and their integration help maximize its efficiency by improving soil health, increasing yields, and reducing the environmental impact of farming. You might be wondering who we are. Rolmako is a manufacturer of agricultural machinery, mostly exporting its products to foreign markets. At the moment, we want to focus on Poland, hoping to utilize the experience gained in the international market, which forms a solid foundation for our activities. But are we a good partner? What is our mission and strategy? And what can we offer our customers and dealers? We encourage you to learn more about our brand's history. You will find everything in our presentation, which you can find at rolmako.com presentation. Do you consider the strip till cultivation system the next step in innovative farming? Or have you been cultivating this way for some time? Share your experiences in the comments below this video.